Welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and tonight we are playing Tyranny of Dragons. This is episode 18. The party has been traveling for a while, from
Just
Greens
realized I don't have any dice.
to Baldur's Gate. Oh, get up for your fourth time. Go ahead. Go get more dice. And so, yeah. Anyways, our wonderful Bill couldn't be here tonight, so Saul, who chipped a tooth and had a lisp last session, and was starting to get a little flack for it, he has decided to be sick. And he is in one of the wagons, curled up under a blanket, sulking at this time. So with that, we're going to go around, let everyone introduce their characters, and we're going to start with Martin.
I'm Martin. I play Drukan Lordhall, Aasimar Paladin / Draconic Sorcerer. He is tolerating Annabelle shenanigans at the moment, despite the fact she tried to get him arrested and murdered, and is hoping to hunt down these cultists.
Beautiful. Next up is Chance.
I'm Chance. I'm playing Annabelle, a lovely young lady just trying to do her best in life. And, despite the fact she was slapped through a bar door by Drukan Lordhall, she's trying to do her best to casually get by.
Except she didn't really get slapped.
She did, though. She definitely did.
Well, not by Drukan, though.
No, he did slap her on the back of the head.
Yeah, through a
yeah.
door.
But not into a door, it was up the stairs.
I remember going through
I
a
thought
door.
you guys were in the tavern, just in the open.
Yeah, it was at the
tavern.
base of the stairs, and he slapped her in the back of the head, and then
Yeah.
changelings like, oh, swollen.
Yeah, and then did some thaumaturgy or prestidigitation or something to make it look really bad. Minor illusion, I don't know.
Thaumaturgy.
I think he used that for the noise of it or something.
Yeah.
Used a magic mouth.
Yeah. Paula.
I am Paula, and tonight I am playing Saphira, who is a halfling druid who is largely ignoring the entire situation with Annabelle and Drukan, and is more occupied with her, pet colleague, friend, Saffron, the small red dragon, apparently. I now have stats in the picture. Looks terrifying, so be
The
ready
picture's
for
not
it.
correct, though. Remember, saffron is black and red.
Well, the picture's got black in it.
The picture's a red dragon.
It definitely says 76 fire damage. So I'm going with that.
7, letter D, 6, not 76. Let's get that straight.
No, I know, but that's more fire damage than what Saphira does.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, but then you look at those hit points.
I didn't get that far yet.
Yeah,
I just skipped
you
over that
go
spot.
ahead. You throw that dragon out there. Let's see what happens to it.
You're gonna be fine. It just has to win initiative. And
and
I
not
am
fight something
using-
resistant to fire.
I'm using D&D Beyond's very fancy dice tonight because apparently I have no dice in this room, so I was well prepared.
Nice.
Play.
And last, but certainly not least, Peter.
All right, I'll be playing Pike Yellowfin, Water Genasi, who has a fancy lizard sword, who got one because he beat some lizard, and usually when he runs into a dragon, they run away from him because they're scared of Pike. But for Saffron, he was not afraid at the first time he laid eyes on him, so there's hope for this young dragon.
Love it. Okay, so Boyd now has his wagon pretty much to himself. Drukan and Pike have pretty much been walking along the side of it this whole time. Annabelle's probably sitting next to Saphira on their wagon, And again, Saul is in the back sulking. Saffron is munching away at something in the backpack. And yeah. So we're on about day 18 of this journey to Waterdeep from Baldur's Gate. We've made a few stops so far. And yeah, the caravan has been traveling for another 10 days since being stopped before. With very little happening of note. On day 27, though, you guys may have noticed when Drukan wasn't on one of his shifts, he was hanging out with Karlon, the guy who was buried up to his neck. They were kind of walking along the side of the wagons at one point and seemed to have a pretty in-depth conversation. However, for the rest of you, it was out of earshot. Other than that, again, a slew of days where not a ton had happened. And at one point, you guys did hear somewhere around like day 30 that after it had gotten really foggy in a certain area, you had heard rumblings that Dragonspear Castle had been in this region, this area. And that there was, possibly lizard folk and other things you needed to be careful about. Maybe undead because of undead who had at one point taken over Dragonspear Castle. However, nothing actually happened. Nobody had attacked you or anything like that.
The tourist trap.
So another about 20 days have passed. You're up at day 46. The caravan stops on the side of the road, and off of the road, there's like some trees and things like that. And on the other side of the trees, Pike and Saphira noticed that there was a pond. So they actually took Saffron out to the pond. And Pike taught Saffron how to swim. While swimming, Saffron devoured a ton of fish, among other food, frogs, turtles, anything else Saffron could get into its mouth. And Saffron's starting to get a little bit bigger. Still a very small baby dragon, but Saffron is growing quickly. Meanwhile, around the same time, Annabelle had decided to go off into the open field where there were just a couple trees. Did some archery practice. Maybe when people weren't looking, did some of her shenanigans, her trickery shenanigans, some illusion spells, whatever kind of spells she does, things like that. Just practiced. And yeah. And day 52, okay, a few more days pass. You guys arrive at Daggerford. It's a walled town surrounded by hamlets and farms. There's a few inns around town. However, you heard very early on when you guys arrived to town that it was exceptionally busy with outsiders right now. And the only inn that was still available was the Silver Flood Inn on the east side of town. They had a few vacancies. In fact, they had enough vacancies that if you five wanted to, you could each get your own room. Saul does take them up on that offer, and he does go to his own room where he goes straight to sleep. This is a town of about 1,200 people. And on the east side of town, if you go, there's 3 gates. There's a gate on the east side of town that goes towards like the waterfront, and there's a port and stuff. And there's also some farms and things like that located just outside of town. And the people of this town are willing to let outsiders stay with them as well for a small fee. So if you guys did not want to stay at the inn, you could stay at like a farmhouse outside of town, or just go camp outside of town, whatever you guys wanted to do. So what would you guys like to do here in Daggerford? You could sell some stuff as well.
When you say that, like, that Saffron's getting bigger, like, how big
She still fits in your backpack, but she's about twice the size as she was when she hatched.
Okay. I just wonder if she
Unfortunately,
wouldn't
she was
do
malnourished
better.
most of that journey, so.
Well, I just feel like maybe she would do better if at least she and I, or I don't know, I don't know if Saffron's male or female. Anyway, if we camped out in the woods instead of trying to be in the tavern or the inn.
Okay. Don't all speak at once.
What kind of stuff is in Daggerford?
It's a very small town, but you have a ton of different places. Like if you wanted to shop or anything like that, it has all the luxuries of a larger town. Like if you need a blacksmith, there's multiple blacksmiths. There's a lot of things.
Hmm.
Pull up
Annabelle's gonna go out on a limb and stealthily follow Drucan.
Yeah, Drucan's probably gonna go looking around for shops and stuff. Just kind of meet folk. Just see what's going on.
I'm gonna send you a map that has some things listed on it, by the way.
Alrighty.
And then if there's anything in particular that stands out to you, you can mention that. If there's anything like a mundane item you want to buy, like that would be in the player's handbook, you can just buy that using the costs in the player's handbook if you want to. That's weird. Does everyone want to camp outside of town then? Is that everyone on board with that?
That's fine.
How about
I
Annabelle?
think we should probably stay at the inn. Like, is that not a little bit safer? Okay, I'll stay at the inn. Like, Saul's there anyway, so it's.
Yeah, and maybe Saul will let you stay in his room. Maybe, you know.
No, I don't think so. But that is, their rooms being next to each other, I feel like would be within the realm of probability.
There you go. Perfect. By the way, I forgot to ask this earlier. Everyone give me a charisma check. And type your results into the chat, the Zoom chat. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, everyone, give me a perception check as well. Just talking about Saffron, and Saffron's talking about me. Okay.
Pretty meh rolls.
It's all right. It's all right. Meh rolls are not always bad. Sometimes meh rolls are the best rolls. Sometimes bad rolls are the best rolls. All right, cool. Perfect.
Maybe we don't want to know, you know?
Okay. So, where are you guys hoping to go? South of town, west of town for your camping?
Oh, I don't know.
South is a little more open fields. This is a very hilly area. There are some trees if you go west a little bit.
Trees seem like a good option.
Okay. All right. So then Saphira leads Drucan, because Drucan's going camping, right? After shopping.
Drucan's actually gonna go.
Drucan didn't say.
Yeah, I didn't say. I think he's gonna use his rustic hospitality and shack up with a farmer or local merchant.
Okay. You could do that.
I thought you had a girlfriend, Drukan. How dare you?
Not that kind of checkup. Get your
Maybe
mind
his
out of the gutter.
girlfriend's from here.
I mean, I doubt it.
So, Annabelle, while you're hanging out at the inn, maybe Saul had a couple drinks with you and was very careful not to say stuff when other people were around because of his lisps. You guys overhear some talking of a large warforged robed figure who did not do a good job of hiding his appearance, who was traveling with a scorched hobgoblin, a human that looked pretty badly beaten up, and some other hobgoblins on the road that had passed through here a few days prior. Saphira, before you left town, you noticed that some of the what you were assuming is Cult of the Dragon members were like pointed at you and were kind of muttering something under their breath. You couldn't hear what it was, but they definitely were. You feel like they were talking about you as you guys were leaving town.
Are they watching us leave town?
No, they watched you when the caravan showed up. They don't necessarily know that you left town. They saw that you didn't go into the tavern and you were walking away though, and you noticed them as well.
How many of them were there?
Well, there's a lot. There's a couple wagons worth.
Yeah, but like how many were like standing and whispering?
You noticed 3 of them whispering. Pike, you had no idea. You didn't notice that at all. And even when, if Saphira told you about it, you probably still didn't even notice it.
Okay. Where are they sleeping tonight?
Did you want to stick around to wait and see where everyone was sleeping?
It's probably fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ignore them.
Okay.
They're just jealous that I have a dragon and they don't.
Okay. They don't know you have a dragon at this point.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that part.
You've been keeping that on the DL, I thought. Keeping it in your backpack.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have not told them. They just know that I'm the type to have a dragon. They know they are not capable of handling a dragon. I'm just gonna ignore them.
I mean, they are the Cult of the Dragon.
I mean, I would be jealous of me too. So, I get it.
Semi-serious question, but
Yep.
How can they be the Cult of the Dragon with no dragon? It seems like...
They had a giant blue one in the beginning that killed Martin's first character.
Yeah, but like past tense.
They had eggs that one of them was taken and is now in Saphira's possession as an actual dragon.
But past tense again.
Like
they should be the.
Do you
the
know
cult
they don't
of
have
the,
dragons?
I mean, presumably, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying they also have Dragonborn in their leadership roles.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. And technically, the Cult of the Dragon was known for bringing undead dragons back to life, and using them, and that's actually what the Cult of Dragon was known for years. So, as of now, that's what people think still. Before you guys head out of town to camp, are you Pike and Saphira, are you hoping to do any shopping or do anything in town?
I don't know. I mean, I did happen to look at it and see that I actually do have money, which is kind of cool, but I don't know what I would buy with it. I've already got this really fancy bag of holding.
True.
I mean, that was pretty much all my want and desire in the world. So
Was that bag of holding?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I have any shopping, but like if Pike does, I can tag along.
Okay. I am sending the picture of the town to you, Peter, and you, Paula. And I'll actually post it into the Facebook chat so you guys can all see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say what it's like is he's not allowed to know what the town
Oh
looks
well,
like.
that's the
He's
only reason I'm
one.
posting this for chance. I don't have a I mean, other than Facebook, I don't have a way to direct message it, so that's all. Okay, so Martin, you are able to find a farmer who would love to have you. He sees your holy symbol, and he is all about having you stay with him. He does tell you you're going to have to stay, in the guest quarters, very small main floor, whereas him and his family sleep upstairs.
Yeah, no worries.
Uh-oh, Chance is grinning for some. What's going on, Chance? What you grinning about?
I'm trying to come up with a rhyme about Drukan. Something to encapsulate his deeds in a lyrical form.
Okay.
So yeah, after making those arrangements, he's gonna seek out Carlon and kind of chat him up a bit more, as we get about things that are gonna possibly happen on the road, and if we can help each other out.
Okay. Yeah, Carlon will even come and stay with you if you'll let him.
Sure, I'll see if the farmer has another spare bed.
Oh yeah, for sure. Carlon says he can sleep on a roll, on a bedroll.
Okay.
Yeah, Carlon seems thrilled that you're reaching out to him and chatting with him. He, in fact, does tell you that he has contacts in Waterdeep, and upon arriving, he would love it if your party would like to, or would meet with some of his contacts at the Yawning Portal.
I think some of my companions, yes. One of them I am thinking we should leave out, though.
Okay, that sounds fair.
And yeah, after looking at the map, he's not going to find anything of real interest. He might check out the smithy, but then decide that, like, I really don't feel like trying to get plate mail made at the moment.
Right. It would probably take too long as well.
Yeah.
This is pretty much a one night stop. So, before you guys had walked off, the guy you guys are working for, what's his name? Boyd. He tells you guys to meet him in the morning for breakfast. He'll cover your breakfast in the morning, and you guys will get back on the road. If you do want plate mail, you can buy plate mail. There is plate mail available. Assuming you have the proper amount of gold for it.
I don't think he has the gold on hand. I know he has it in that bank account at Baldur's Gate. And I know there is a bank thing on the map you showed me.
Well, you would be happy to know that I was reading about this bank earlier today in real life. And it is a magical bank that can get the proper currency from Waterdeep and Baldur's Gate. So, any money that you deposited at the bank in Baldur's Gate or in Waterdeep would actually be able to be taken care of here without you having any actual like paperwork or anything.
Okay. So he'll probably ask the smith if he can turn in the splint mail he was given and swap it towards getting the plate mail.
Yeah, half cost.
So that's 100 gold off the cost of plate mail. And plate mail costs what, 1,200?
I think that sounds right. I don't have my player's handbook over here right now. I don't think. No, it's not over here.
Oh, it's 1,500. So 1,400 if he trades in the splint.
Okay.
I will do that.
All right.
I will remove 1,400 and get the extra money from the bank.
Gosh, now I got to roll like a 26 to hit you or something stupid.
No, 21 when he's got a shield. We had 26 to be cash shield.
Yeah. Jeez, oh Pete's. Okay. Talk about overkill.
Annabelle's gonna learn heat metal real quick.
Okay, cool. All right, so the night passes without really anything of note. Saffron, you guys are able... Actually, Saphira and Pike, I'm assuming you're out in the wilderness to like get Saffron food, right? You can both give me a survival check for hunting.
Well, I rolled a 5. So it's in
15.
Okay, so Pike, you are able to get a boar for Saffron.
Of course.
Yep, it's like twice her size, maybe 3
Yep.
times her size. So.
I lured it in when I was playing that horn and then killed it.
Yes.
'Cause I've been practicing.
Excellent. Okay. So Saffron is chewing on this thing overnight. And in fact, you can tell the gut on this baby dragon is just massive now because it just gorged on it. And in fact, you can throw the extra meat in the bag with Saffron, and Saffron's just going to chew on it and gnaw on it.
Is there a place to send letters or whatever? But like before I sent a letter, because I was looking on the map and I couldn't tell.
Yes.
or USPS nearby.
Yeah, there's a way of some sort.
Okay, so this evening, because it's been a while since I sent that letter.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to write another letter back home. So I will be working on that tonight. Also practicing my horn playing.
I love it. Yes, you are able to do that. So you know that first thing in the morning, actually from all the taverns, there's a courier that goes around and collects letters. So yeah, there you go.
Good.
All right. In town, or actually Drew Can, while you're at the farmer's house with Carlon, in the middle of the night, you hear this loud horn that you probably recognize from the incident where the dead cultist was. Sounds very familiar. You could only assume it's Pike coming from the woods near this farmer's house.
He's going, oh my God. Pike, what is going on? And he's going to look around and see if there's like some straw he can stuff his ears with.
There's probably not. Not inside the house, at least.
All right, he's going to probably try and sneak a few of the corners off of the farmer's sheets and use those to stuff his ears then.
Okay, perfect. Carlon just chuckles and says, "Your friend is pretty out there." And then
Yeah.
All right. So the night passes. Everything seems to go fine overnight. And while you are getting ready to head back into town in the morning, Saphira and Pike, you guys hear a noise.
What kind of noise?
Sounds like a couple tree branches that are snapped. Maybe something stepped on them.
Well, I guess, like, how early in the morning is it?
I would say the sun has just started to come up. It's pretty chilly. Because it gets really temperatures drop, and you're not too far from the Sword Coast, so it can get a little chilly at this time. Like a 6 or 7 in the morning, maybe.
I think I'm gonna try and get Saffron all packed up so that we can get out of here.
So you just keep packing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna.
Pike? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna try and like listen as I'm going, and if I hear anything else, I might go check it out.
Okay. What about you, Pike?
So I'm going to try to ascertain which direction this is coming and kind of use some cover and hide behind a tree and watch.
So it sounds like it's coming from the direction of Daggerford.
Okay. So I've got my driftwood club in one hand and the horn in the other, and I'm like watching to see if I see this thing.
Okay. So you moved to take cover. There is a hill that's kind of obscuring your view of whatever is making the noise, but there is a tree that you could get cover and possibly see to the other side. Give me a stealth check.
Oh yeah, I'm all about that. Let's see, 11.
Okay. So you run up to this tree, and as you start getting to the tree, you look and you can see what looks like 5 black-robed figures. They seem to be scouting or searching for something, and they're kind of spaced out pretty well between these trees, and they're about 20 feet away from you right now. They look very similar. These robes look a lot like the cultist robes you've seen before.
Okay. Do they look armed?
Yes, they 4 of them look like they are holding a scimitar. One of them is holding, in one hand he has a short sword, and in the other hand he has like a black orb, glass orb.
Okay. I will try to turn and stealth back to where Saphira is.
Okay. I'll use your previous roll.
Okay.
So you move back over there. Fine. She's about 20 feet away from where you were. So
It's for five black robe figures. One's got an orb. Looks like dragon cult people, something.
What are they doing?
I don't know.
Do you think we should like just try and get out of here quickly, or
As I look at this huge backpack that has a dragon in it.
we're just gonna we'll just like throw a blanket over the backpack?
We could try to hide from them.
Are they headed this way?
Yeah.
Oh. Like how much of the camp is packed up at this point?
half of it.
Is there any reasonable way to hide the remaining half of the camp, or is it pretty obvious that we
what do you
would
think?
have
You guys were the
recently
ones
been
camping.
here?
It would kind of depend on you two.
I mean,
You want to leave it to a survival check?
I guess I'm mostly like, did we light a fire last night? We probably did, if it was cold.
Mm-hmm. roll a survival check. Let's see if you can
Okay.
beat a 15. If you beat a 15, you can manageably.
I didn't.
Hack it
I
up.
didn't at
Okay.
all.
So as you look around your campsite and realize it's impossible to hide this up, and you guys are kind of talking about this, over the hill comes one of the cultists, and you guys hear him say, "We found her!"
Oh, shit.
And they start running towards you, Saphira.
I start looking to see who they're talking about.
They're talking about Saphira. Roll for initiative.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
Boom. All right, I'll be right back. Just one sec.
We're gonna do real well here with that 6 and that 4 for initiative. I'm feeling great about it. What could go wrong?
I needed my initiative tracker from Brothers Forged. This thing's awesome. All right. So... got Pike and Saphira. All right. So one of these guys with the orb, he's the last one to come up over the hill. He's about 30 feet away from you guys. The others are about 20 feet away from you two right now.
He's got an orb too. What a poser.
Nice. So Pike, you go last, obviously. So the first guy is going to run up on Saphira. And in fact, 3 of them surround Saphira. And they are all going to start attacking. Now, the first one rolls regular. All right, so he's going to miss, I think. That's an 11. Does an 11 hit you?
No.
Okay, so he misses. His second attack, he has advantage. Does a 17 hit you?
I'm armor class 17.
Okay, so with his scimitar, he like swings and just completely whiffs. But the second one, he like slices down low right across your stomach. And you will take, 6 points of slashing damage. When the second guy closes on you, his first attack on you has advantage. That's a 20-something to hit, so that's going to hit for 5 points of damage. So he kind of comes in and slashes down your arm. And then his second attack, it's also a 20-something, so that's another 5 points. So you take the 6, the 5, and the 5 now. This one is, again, right across that same arm. And the third guy comes up to attack you now with his first attack. Oh, wow. He gets you really good for 9 points of damage. And his second attack is a 23 for another 6 points of damage. One of the guys closes on you, Pike. His first attack with advantage is plus, what are they plus again? 6, I think. Plus 5. Okay, 18 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, and that is for 7 points of damage. His second attack does not have advantage, though. He rolls a nat 1, and he actually loses his sword. In fact, when he goes to swing it at you, he hits a tree and bends the blade. Now, the orb guy in the back. So he sees you, Pike, And he holds this orb up in the air, and you can see inside of it. It looks like the eye of a creature. It looks very much like a dragon's eye.
Oh, okay.
And from it spews what looks like acid from this orb, almost like a breath weapon of acid.
Okay.
And when it comes at you, you take... Well, I don't know if you take it. That is a 16 to hit.
That would be a miss.
Oh, you are lucky. All right, so he misses you, and you just see this acid land on the tree and just scorch it and start just like melting the tree almost. It's like the bark of it is just falling off the tree. And that was their turn. It is now Saphira's turn.
All right. So how many are on Pike? 2?
One is on him. You have 3. And then there's this guy who's standing still 20 feet away from you who just held an orb up. And this orb did like a acid breath weapon at Pike.
Yeah, but the guy that attacked me, his sword stuck in the tree and bent.
Yes.
Okay. And where is Saffron? Is Saffron out of the bag or in the bag?
You tell me.
Well, I think because we were racing to pack things up, I would assume I would have put her in the bag first.
Okay.
So
Then she's in
I
the
guess
bag.
that's what I would think.
Okay.
I guess. Sorry, I don't have. I don't know what I want to do. I guess I'm going to. Cast Flaming Sphere.
Okay.
And try and position it to hit maybe as many of the guys on me as I can.
Okay.
It's only a 5-foot diameter, so maybe it can hit 2 of them.
Yeah, it can hit 2.
Without hitting Pike or anything like that.
Yeah, Pike's not right next to you. He's a few feet away from you still.
Okay.
So they have to make a save?
Yeah, sorry. It's
Okay.
deck save.
All right. So they're both going to fail, I think. One's a 14. Does that make it?
They have to beat a 14.
So they tied it? So tying it is fine. So he's fine. The one takes the damage, though. Is it full damage, or is it...
It's
save for half?
13 and save for half. Dang,
Okay.
I rolled 2 ones.
For 2 points of damage?
What?
How much damage?
No, 13. It was 13. 2 of my 4d6 were 1, so.
Gotcha. Okay, so, you just see this. Is it just fire as like a big cube or something?
Yeah, it's just a huge ball of fire that Saphira whips out of her hands, and it actually stays right in that area where it is.
Okay.
Burning them.
So
right
you
now.
see the one guy get just really badly burnt. The other guy, you can see he gets burnt, but he's able to kind of like keep the flames off of him for now. And so he does not take it as bad. Is that your whole turn?
And then I think, yeah, that's it for right now.
All right. Pike.
So I'm going to fling my shield behind me
Mm-hmm.
and grab the fancy lizard sword.
Okay.
And the dude who doesn't have a weapon, is he like trying to get it out of the tree or what?
Yeah, it's like wedged into the tree right now.
So he's not going to get an attack of opportunity as I run towards the people that are attacking Saphira.
Not with that sword.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go into a rage and go after the first one near Saphira.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to get away. He does try to like swing at you with an open hand, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
And you're able to get there. Now, which one are you attacking? The one that's badly burnt, not as burnt, or unhurt?
The one that's badly burnt.
Okay.
Do I have advantage?
Sure. I'll allow it.
Oh, you will? Okay. Just because I asked.
Yeah, just because he just got badly burnt.
All right, natural 20. How are we doing, max stand? What are we doing for that?
So it's full plus the roll.
Okay, so it's if it's 2d6, it's 12, right?
Yep, 12 plus 2d6.
Plus 3, 16, plus 19, plus 6, 25 damage.
So you easily killed him. What does that look like?
So I see, I don't know, I see this fire. Saphira shoots this guy with this fire, and then I see the guy with the sword stick it in the tree and just flip my back, fling my my turtle shell back and grab this the fancy lizard sword and just get pissed and just run up and just hack this guy. Just one hack and just a big chunk of him just comes flying off.
Nice. Do you have any other attacks?
Yeah, I get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, so he's dead. There's still 2 guys on Saphira. One that's moderately burnt, and the other guy's been unharmed.
Okay.
The next closest guy is the one that's moderately burnt, though.
Okay. Moderately hurt guy. I'll attack him. Do I happen to have advantage on this attack?
You don't.
Oh, okay. Well, it's worth a try. That's a natural 1.
Oh,
However, I do have inspiration.
that's
And
a
I
good
shall
idea.
Inspiration down to 1. That probably does not hit. What the hell is my to hit?
What'd you get on your roll?
It's a 13 total.
It is very close, but you miss, yes.
Okay.
All right. So with that, you see that the guy who's pulling the sword out, before he gets a chance to even pull his sword out, that tree that was hit with the acid, which is the same one where his sword is stuck, that tree starts to fall over. I need Saphira and Pike to give me a dex save. The one cultist guy who you just swung at, he fails. And so the part of the tree branch does hit him.
Saphira got a 14.
You make it.
I got a 6.
Oh no. Pike.
I mean, not a 6, a 4.
That's even worse. So you're going to take 10 points of damage, Pike.
Is that bludgeoning?
Yes, from
Okay, good.
this tree that has fallen. All right, and okay. So the only one other than Saphira who makes it is the guy with the orb. Everyone else has taken damage. Okay, and it is now the guys with the swords. So the one who is moderately hurt is going to swing at you, Pike.
Okay.
I got a crit.
Of course.
So that's 9, 12 points of damage. Slashing.
Okay. All right.
The second attack on you does not have advantage. However, that is still a 20, whatever, to hit. So that is for 6 points of damage.
All right.
Then the guy is going to attack Saphira with advantage. That is a 14 to hit you. No? Okay. His second attack is a 18 to hit you for 4 points of damage. Now, the one guy holds his orb up again, but this time he targets... Actually, he does still target you, Pike.
Okay.
That's probably going to hit. That's 15. That's 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
All right, so that is 12, 17, 22 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And
How you doing there?
Does he need to make a perception check
He
to
does
tell
not.
that it doesn't seem to affect me as much as it should a normal person?
He does not.
Oh, okay.
He does, however, take the orb and put it away, and then with the short sword, he runs up, and he's still 10 feet away from you guys. But next turn, it looks like he's ready to attack you. And it is now Saphira's turn.
Oh, wait. They're done with their turns?
Yeah.
I need...
Uh-oh, you froze. Uh-oh.
those
Paula.
two gentlemen who are standing near Flaming Spear to... What?
All right, there you are. So you're moving it between the other two guys now?
No, I didn't move it, but they didn't move.
One of them died.
Oh, okay. Well, the one who's not dead has
So
to
you
make
can move it to the
a-
other side, right?
I think
No,
what you're saying is
the
if they start
one-
their turn next, end their turn next to it,
At
they
the-
catch on fire more.
Yes, at
I
the
get
end
that.
of their turn, they have to make another save.
Okay.
So he has to make a dex save again.
Okay. He got a 13.
So he did not make it.
Give me the damage.
I'm done with D&D Beyond. 10.
All right. So he falls over into the ball of fire, and
Perfect.
just scorched. All right. It is your turn, though.
Okay, so how does Pike look like he's doing okay? Is he feeling all right?
Yeah,
Feeling great?
we're better. Just getting warmed up.
I have a feeling he looks rough based on that response. I don't know.
I am not bloodied.
There you go. He's okay then. Oh, Paula, your internet. You keep freezing. What are you doing, Paula?
It's
You
not
have the
my
same
fault.
internet, don't you?
Yes, but I'm hardwired in. She's not.
Okay. All right, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right. So I am going to cast a spell. Hold the phone on what spell though, just for a second. Actually, so first, wait, did we say is Pike actually doing okay, or is
Yes,
he
he's
just
not
bleeding
bloody.
everywhere?
He's not
and
bloody.
I'm
nodding
not
his
blood.
head?
I'm not bloody. No.
He's got more
Okay.
than half his life when he's not bloody.
Well, I'm glad one of us does. I am going to go ahead and I will use I'm going to use my bonus action to create a bear spirit around us. And we can take an additional, period, 15 temporary hit points.
Okay.
If you have to make any strength saves or anything like that, you get bonuses for that too. And then I will just attack the closest one on me.
Yeah, there's one guy who's been hurt by Pike.
Yeah, I
Or
will
no,
just
hurt by a
grow some claws and try and rip this guy apart.
Okay.
So that is a 21.
Hits.
What's up with all these ones? I got 6 points of poison damage.
All right. All right, so he's still standing, but he is now gushing blood from the wound. So when you slice open his abdomen, you can see just blood just gushes out. But he is still standing. And I'm assuming that's your whole turn then. And it is now Pike's turn.
That is my whole turn.
All right, Pike.
Okay, so
There's two cultists. One who is standing there with a bent sword now. One that is dripping blood from his abdomen. And then there's also the guy who had the orb who has not been hurt yet. And he is holding a short sword.
Okay. All right, so the one who's dripping blood, I will attack him. Do I happen to have advantage on this one?
You do not.
Okay. Because it sounded like they were attacking recklessly. I'm just saying.
No, actually, that is not an ability of theirs. But Pack Tactics is.
All right. Oh, so I will use an inspiration because I just rolled another one.
Okay.
That's not cool. That's much better. That would be a 16, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
And he will take 12 damage.
He dies.
Good.
And you are probably within 10 feet of either the guy with the short sword who has not been hurt, or 10 feet of the other guy who has the bent sword.
Yeah, bent sword guy. No, orb guy. I will attack him.
Okay. So you kind of like leap over that tree that fell between you guys and go and attack him.
That will be a 21 to hit.
Hits.
And he takes, hopefully, 11 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So you blast him. He is still fine, but you do hurt him. And that was all your attacks, right?
Yeah, that's all of them.
All right. So when you cut him, he then you hear him yell, "Get over here, attack this big guy. I believe he's the one we saw in greenest." And then he will attack with 2 attacks. Okay, one's an 18, the other one's a 21. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, so you take 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
You then take 5 points of acid damage from the first one and 9 points from the second one.
Okay, and I subtract it from the temporary hit points too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you have resistance and it's half, then it's rounded down.
Correct.
So, okay. So that was that guy's attacks. Now, the other one comes up with the bent sword. Normally he would have advantage due to Pack Tactics. However, he does not have advantage because he has a bent sword, which gives him disadvantage. So just straight rolls for both of his attacks. One's a 13, the other one is a 16.
16 hits.
All right. For a whopping 4 points of damage. And that was their turn. It is now Saphira's turn.
Loving that temp HP.
All right. Saphira's going to go ahead and just continue to attack the guy in front of her.
There isn't any more. There's just the guy with the bent sword, and there's the guy who had the orb now. To get to the guy with the orb, you'd have to jump over the tree.
Pike is attacking the guy with the bent sword.
Oh, he's attacking me.
Oh, okay.
They're both on Pike now. Pike moved.
Well, I will then... I'll use my bonus action to move the sphere.
Okay.
And then I will attack the guy with the bent sword.
Who were you moving the spear to? The bent sword guy or the other one? can't get
Can I
both of
move?
them.
Can't get both of them.
Nope. They're on opposite sides. Of the
I'll do the other guy, the guy with the orb.
Okay. That is a 17 to save.
That makes it
All right. What's half damage?
5.
Okay.
Kind of sad about that. The bent sword guy, though, I'll try and scratch at him. And I rolled a 17 to
That hits.
hit.
Yeah, you got him.
10.
What's it look like as you kill him?
So Saphira gets like a running attack on him, because he's a little ways away. And she jumps up on him, jumps up on his shoulders and starts scratching at his face.
Okay. Yeah, as you do that, he falls over dead. All right, that leaves the one last guy. And it is now... That was your whole turn, right, Saphira?
Correct.
All right, Pike.
All right.
It's just you and this guy.
Can't believe I rolled another one. What the frig, man?
Do you have more inspiration?
Nope, I'm out. That's the third one I've rolled.
Oh, damn.
Second attack.
I've got inspiration.
You can give it to him.
If you would like it,
You can give it to him.
you can have inspiration.
Okay. All right.
Try again.
I will take the inspiration. I rolled another one. I changed dice.
This was not meant to be.
Okay.
This wasn't
So
gonna
that's the third
happen.
one I've rolled. Let's see. My second attack. Let's see. Will it be 3 natural ones or not? Okay, that's a 5, so it wasn't good.
But it still misses.
Miss. I just yeah.
All right. All right, it's his turn. He... Okay. He is going to attack you twice, Pike. No advantage. He misses both. However, you get an attack of opportunity, Pike, as he starts to fly 30 feet up in the air and back towards a tree.
Okay. All right. Okay, that's a miss.
Okay. So you guys see, like, he swings twice with this sword, and upon missing and realizing that all of his friends are dead, he then jumps, and then all of a sudden you see him, like, start flying back and lands on a branch on a tree.
Oh, so like he's still a person.
Yeah. He's a cultist that just flew backwards as his bonus action. And when he gets up into the tree, you see he pulls out a crossbow. And it is now Saphira's turn. He's about 30 feet up in the air and 10 feet back, so 40 feet of movement to get to him.
Okay. I will use my bonus action to move the flaming sphere.
Oh, good
And
call.
I will ram it into him.
Okay.
Move it that far.
He makes it, so what's half damage?
Oh, so wait, hold on. How far is he?
40 feet away from you.
Okay, so I can only move at 30 feet.
He is 30 feet. However,
Oh, okay.
of movement, it would be 40, I would say.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, sorry. So what did he get?
19.
Okay,
need the half
so that
damage.
is 6. Are we rounding up or down? 6 or 7?
Down.
6.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna shoot him with a sling. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. We're learning a lot about Saphira now.
She doesn't know.
Real ranged attacks. No
Look,
area of effect.
okay, no, I like.
You got all the advantages on her.
Stop it, okay? I'm trying to read through some of these spells at the same time. I'm not as up to date on my character as maybe somebody else is. You know? Maybe everybody else read their spells.
Why would all of us be up to date on your character's spells?
No, I mean like they read their spells so they know what they're doing. I'm just whatever. Okay? I'm just gonna use my all I have is a sling. Wow. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, well I hit. It's a 25.
All right. Roll some damage.
7 points damage. That's as good as it gets for the sling, you know?
Yeah. All right, Pike.
Oh, sorry. Can I also move forward?
Like towards him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move to the bottom of the tree.
Perfect.
Let's see.
So now he's just 30 feet up above you.
How big is this tree?
It's 3 feet thick. 50 feet high, maybe. It's a pretty skinny tree for how tall it is.
Wondering if I could run and charge it in my rage and knock it over.
Huh. Well, it's Dungeons and Dragons, so why the hell not?
What is the roll for
however,
knocking over a tree?
Well, it's going to be very difficult. You can do an athletics check or... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Give me an athletics check. We're going to make the DC a 20 on this roll.
Remember, you get advantage on all strength-based checks.
So if you beat a 20, you just have to come up with a good explanation of how this looks.
Okay. All right. So I have advantage then? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God for advantage.
You got another one?
No, a 2. 22 total.
Okay. So what's it look like as you tackle the tree?
So I have the sword, the two-handed sword, and I put I sheathe it and I run and I put my shoulder down and I move Saphira and I run like I seem to accelerate really fast in this short span and just kind of launch myself and hit the tree. And for a second, I just kind of hit it and just drop to the ground with a thud. And then the tree finally goes.
So the spot you hit just so happens to be hollowed out by termites. And you hear it crack and you can see it's like, you're surprised the tree was even standing with how hollowed out it was as the tree tumbles. And he was 30 feet up in the air, so he does take bludgeoning damage. He takes a lot of bludgeoning damage. And he is prone now on the ground. That was one attack, Pike. He is 30 feet away from you. What would you like to do?
Okay. If I can attack him.
If you still have an attack and you can get up to him in 30 feet, sure. I think you used about 10 feet of movement, though. So I don't know if you have 40 or not.
Yeah, I have 40 feet.
Then there you go. You could move all the way up to him and attack him then.
Okay. If I
with advantage because he's prone.
I need it. I mean, I would think it would take too long to pull that sword out.
Okay.
So I'm going to grab this. I got to use it. I used my that driftwood club.
Okay.
Got to use that. Got to use that one of these times. That's going to be a plus. That's 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's a whopping 6 damage.
And that's with your rage bonus?
Yep, that's with the rage bonus. Roll the 1 on the D4.
All right. When you smack him on his stomach, he then stands up and he attacks you back with his short sword. I got a crit on one attack, but I missed on the other. So,
okay.
This is going to be rough because remember, these swords also do extra acid damage for him.
Right.
So 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Yeah, 10 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
And then the acid is 19 points of acid damage.
Okay.
And upon doing so, you can attack with advantage. No, not with advantage. You can attack again with an attack of opportunity because he tries to fly away again. Does the exact same move up into another tree.
Come on, Driftwood Club. 17.
That'll hit.
He's going to take 8 damage.
8 damage. Nice. Okay. You smack him in his back as he turns and like leaps up and starts like flying up to the next tree branch on another tree. He's now about 20 feet up in the air, and that tree is about 15 feet away from you. So it's a total of about 35 feet of movement. And it is now Saphira's turn.
All right, I'm gonna run up to the next tree because this one's been knocked out.
Oh, actually, you get. Oh no, you don't. No, you don't. Okay, run up to the next tree. Yep.
I'm running up to the next tree. I will use my bonus action, and I am going to shapeshift into, or wild shape into, a black bear.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb the freaking tree.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack Homeboy
Sounds
in
good.
the tree.
Sounds good. Roll to attack.
All right, let's see.
You get
here.
like 2 or 3 attacks, don't you?
I get a bite and a claw.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. So 11, 15.
That hits.
Okay. Three points of damage.
Okay.
And then I'll bite him. I think that's a 20.
Okay.
So I assume that hits. And
Yes,
then
it
that is 7 points of damage.
7, you said?
Yep.
Okay, so he's starting to look pretty rough. And it is now Pike's turn. You just saw Saphira sprint past you, and as she's running past you, she changed into a bear and climbed up this tree and whooped his ass a little bit.
Yeah. So how is he 30 feet in the air still, or 20?
20 feet in the air, and I think I said the tree was 15 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, but drop my driftwood club, and then I'm going to take out my spear and chuck it at him. Not 12 to hit.
That does not hit.
No. Okay. Oh, wait, I got a second attack, but obviously can't use a spear since that's missed. So, okay. So he's do that. So he's 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I don't have any other. If I could pick up a rock and throw it at him, I would. Or a piece of the broken tree.
Just pick up the other tree.
All right. So this guy, it's now his turn.
Okay.
He's going to attack the bear twice. All right. I got a crit and I got an 18. So the crit deals 15 points of piercing damage, followed by 21 points of acid damage to the bear. That's the one attack.
All right. Well, the bear's not a bear anymore. The bear is now Saphira.
Okay. And I said I think I said the other one was a 15 to hit, right?
She's slightly regretting. A 15 doesn't hit Saphira.
All right. So you're lucky. He misses. And you can see off the blade of the sword, acid is like just drips off that blade as it swings by your face. All right. Pike, it is now your turn.
Is that Saphira's turn?
Or I'm sorry, yes, Saphira's turn.
So I'll use my bonus action to ram the sphere back into him.
Okay. He has to make a save.
Yeah.
He failed.
Yes! It's 20 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
I actually rolled well.
So, okay. So as you ram this fireball into him, it knocks him off the branch. Now, in the distance, you can see Drukan running into the woods. And Drukan, you can see this cultist, clearly a cultist now, get knocked off the branch and go flying back and just boom, right on the ground and on fire, not moving. And you see little tiny Saphira up in the tree, right where that cultist was. And you see Pike down at the bottom just looking up the tree, doing nothing. And we are out of
standing there
combat.
doing nothing. Wow.
And with
Wow.
that, we're going to take a 5-minute break. So think about what you're doing, Drukan.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
One more bite.
All right, we are back just in time for Martin to take a bite of his food. With that, Drukan just approached. He had seen the first tree get knocked down. He started running from the farmhouse because he had seen the top of the tree tumble. Did not see what was going on. He did hear a bear and heard a guy scream in pain. And as he ran into the woods, just in time to see what was going on, the cultist got knocked out of the tree by a fireball that Saphira was standing next to in this tree. And Pike had his hand on the tree and was looking up as the guy fell. Now, he did fall 20 feet, and he did land on the pouch that was holding that orb. And unfortunately, it seems to have shattered. You heard it shatter in his pouch. I left it up to a die roll. I'm sorry, guys. But
Wasn't that impressive? Mine didn't shatter. Whatever.
But yeah, so what would you guys like to do?
Drukan's gonna yell out, "Holy shit, what the hell is happening out here, you guys?"
Well, so we were packing up camp, and then like 7 guys tried to kill us.
So look around for the 7 bodies.
There were like 7, right, Pike? Like 7, 8? I don't know. It could have been 10. There were a lot of them.
How many guys were there?
There were
Again.
5 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to walk over to the guy who fell out of the tree and look for that sword that he hit me with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're able to pick that sword up.
Okay. Is it as nice as my fancy lizard sword?
It appears to be so. It has a black dragon on it, on the sword.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean it's a nice sword. It's a short sword though.
So it's kind of like my white dragon sword, but it's a short sword instead of a long sword.
I don't know if it's like what is your sword like again?
It is a long sword with a white dragon pommel, and I can make it cold once per day.
Yes, except this one has a black dragon. Yep.
Okay. And I'll point that out to Pike and go, "Hey, Pike, that looks like a smaller version of mine." I'll pull out my sword.
This has got like a black dragon on it.
Yeah, but yours is also smaller, and I'll show him how mine is like a 3-foot long blade, and his is like 2 feet.
I don't see how they're the same thing.
I said mine is bigger.
Okay.
Does that sword do magic? Do you know, Pike?
I think it does some kind of acid or something. I don't know. It was very ineffective. I don't know if it's a very effective weapon.
It was really burny, like a acid burn.
All right. Is he the only one that had that kind of a weapon, or?
You can check the other ones.
All right. He's gonna go check the other 4 corpses.
They all had scimitars.
Okay. He's gonna check their pockets.
You're able to find about 6 gold worth of coinage.
Alrighty. And then I'll pull all the bodies together and go, all right, so do we want the cultists to know that we killed these guys, or should we burn the bodies?
I just kind of look at the bodies and look at the backpack.
I don't know if we want to carry the bodies around with us.
Why would we carry the bodies?
Because that's what it seems like Pike's idea is.
Oh, well, we could put them in the bag of holding
But why?
so people don't find them and then know that we did it. I don't know.
That's why I said we should burn the bodies, use your fireball thingy there, and just steamroll them a few more times.
I mean, I can
Saffron
try
doesn't
and do
have
that.
discriminating taste, does he?
You're going to feed the
I mean-
corpse.
That's a really good idea. I think Saffron would eat them. Right? Saphira's gonna get Saffron out of her backpack.
Mm-hmm.
And as she does, she kind of like pets Saffron's head nicely, and she points at the bodies and like makes like an eating motion.
As soon as you do, Saffron scorches it like to a crisp, and then takes a bite out of it.
Good job.
Did you tell him that we're not food? They are food.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Saffron knows that.
Saffron looks over at you, Pike, with like just like a half of a hand hanging out of its mouth, and make sure that it makes eye contact with you, and then ignores you and eats the rest of the hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
What do I discern from that? Can I use animal handling?
You would know that Saffron just was looking at you confused because you said Saffron's name.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try and talk to it in Draconic and try and elaborate that. Said, you can eat those guys because they tried to kill us. Don't eat us when we die.
Does not respond, but just
Okay.
kind of continues to focus on eating this one cultist.
So how does Pike look right now? Now
Definitely bloodied.
Okay. Okay.
All right, so as that's happening, we cut back to the tavern where Annabelle and Saul had made their way down to the breakfast bar, I'll call it. Basically, they made their way down to a table and are being served breakfast.
Okay.
Saul, again, is trying to stay kind of quiet. That tooth is really bothering him for some reason. Annabelle, you are sitting there and... again, you're eating breakfast, no problem. You probably, what would you eat? Like a biscuit or something? Like what would Annabelle be eating?
Good question. I'm not too sure. Probably like an egg with, yeah, like egg, I guess. I don't know, maybe some bacon. Standard, like normal breakfast.
Okay. Saul is eating probably the same thing. He likes bacon, apparently, so he's going to be eating some bacon. And as you guys are enjoying your bacon and eggs, you notice that in the corner is the gnome woman who had joined up with your caravan back when that one dude was murdered and stuff. You also notice that she seems to be watching you eat.
I see. I will, I guess, continue eating and assume she is checking out Saul's flowing cape. I feel like.
It's very possible.
Like
that cape is billowing, smacking.
Yeah,
it is actually hitting the person at the table behind him in the back of their head, almost like it's smacking him in the back of the head, like to mess with them.
If she continues to stare at Annabelle, I'll hit her with kind of one of these, like a kind of meant to scare her off.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Annabelle also came up with a rhyme about Drukan that she's going to start chanting throughout the day.
Saul's like, wait, what is that rhyme? Did you come up with something?
Yeah, it's a Drukan, the wicked man. Beware his smile. He is not your fan. Angel with a devil's heart. Hence his breath smells like fart. And she's going to kind of chant that around the tavern. It's very catchy. She'll make quite the performance out of it.
Is that why you were sort of like randomly laughing during the
Yeah,
combat?
I was trying to figure out how to make it all rhyme with fart, you know.
You said to start at the end and kind of work your way back. To the
Yeah,
beginning.
exactly.
Love it.
Make sure all the syllables are okay.
As you're telling people about this,
They need to be worn.
You see Drew Can, Pike, and Saphira walk in to the tavern and inn. And they see you and Saul sitting at the table with Saul's cape smacking the person behind him in the back of the head. Just some commoner guy who's getting kind of annoyed.
Annabelle will kind of like puff her chest out and be like, well, Drew Can, would you look at the time? How nice of you to afford yourself some time to sleep in. I hope the farmer gave you a fun night as you, I forget how you phrased it. How did you phrase it last time, Martin? You were gonna,
Oh my god.
you're gonna stay.
I'm gonna kick the chair out from underneath Annabelle.
Annabelle will react over the top to Drew Can's abuse of her. Kind of act like she sprained her ankle and then start crying.
Oh my god.
Just eat your breakfast. You're complaining.
Annabelle will like gauge the room and then eventually get up and start eating her breakfast again.
Okay. So Boyd comes over and asks you guys if you'll be ready in about 10 to 15 minutes to get back on the road.
We will do what we can.
Do you
Yeah,
guys need
good
to
thing,
do
yeah.
any stops at any stores or anything, or are we good?
No, as soon as Drew Can's finishing magically cleaning his sword, we'll be good to go.
All right.
Alrighty.
Saul mutters to you guys, I'm going to lay low in the back of the wagon again. Not feeling good today.
Alrighty.
All right.
Then we grab whatever we need and just hit the road.
All right. You guys load up again into the wagons. It takes, a little while to get them all situated again and get the animals all ready again. This time, Boyd does not tighten the reins on his horses and stuff. In fact, he has the stable boys get them all set up, and Boyd seems satisfied with it. And Carlon comes over to you, Drew Can. He says, "So what was that?" You ran off in a hurry.
Yeah, I'll say in a hushed voice that it turned out the cult of the dragon tried to assassinate my two companions who were camping in the woods, and they destroyed part of the woods fighting back against the assassins.
Oh, that would explain a lot. That means that your companions were recognized then.
Yeah.
Do you
It's
think?
not good.
Do you think the others recognized them, or do you think it was just the ones that went out and looked?
I don't know, because we don't know when they recognized them, so we don't know the time frame when they could have said, "Hey, I recognize those people," for whatever reason. I don't know. I didn't ask Pike or Saphira if they heard the assassins say where they were recognized from.
Okay. Interesting. We'll have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. He's actually going to immediately go grab Saphira and ask her if the assassins mentioned in any way how they recognize them.
Oh, they said something about that's the guy we saw in Greenest. I think they recognized Pike.
That makes sense.
What did we do in Greenest again?
Greenest fought one of their leaders there.
Yeah, he fought one of the champions.
Oh yeah. Whoops. Yeah, it appears that they definitely, knew who we were.
So I think you and Pike need to hide yourselves better, as they're clearly not going to do like an honorable kind of fight and just try to ambush you guys when they can.
Annabelle would be in the cart with Saphira, right?
Yes.
Okay. Annabelle's going to make a sly comment. Drukan, you would know a lot about underhanded fighting, wouldn't you? And then she'll kind of slip back away.
Trying to get out of reach.
Yeah, just enough where there won't be an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I can like put the hood on my cloak up. Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Maybe see if there's like a mask we could buy that you could just wear around, or make one. And because we don't know how
Like,
long.
because I brought my hot glue gun with me. Like, what am I gonna make a mask out of?
Yeah. Make it out of vines and twines, whatever your druid magic can help you do.
I guess I'm gonna, we'll see. We'll see what I can come up with.
Alrighty. But they did recognize Pike, so should probably let Pike know they're gunning for him, because he's, a giant walking fish man, and he's easy to recognize.
Okay.
Hey, Pike.
So Pike walks back after finding this courier to send the letter, because he had to make some edits this morning after what happened. So
Drew
able to
Can
do
thinks that you should try and disguise yourself because of the cultists.
why? Because if they know who I am, then they come after me, and then I just kill them.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. That's not a bad idea, honestly.
Pike, do you have water breathing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Okay.
You think
The
for
courier.
a different necklace or something, it would help?
I don't know. Maybe. Do you own more necklaces?
No, I could go find one. Did we save any of those cloaks from the cultists? I could wear one of them.
Oh yeah, cultist cloak sounds like a good way to blend in. I don't know if we
Then
kept
they'll come.
one.
Then they'll come right up to me, thinking I'm in their little group.
We didn't save any, I don't think. But if we kill another one, then you could take their cloak.
All the ones
Yeah.
from before are pretty tattered, and they were scorched and stuff too.
I don't know. I don't think it's a huge deal. I'm not really sure. Drukan told me to make a mask for myself. I could try and make one for you too.
Hey, Juice,
I-
is there a river nearby us?
There is.
Okay, Annabelle's gonna use shape water to move some of the water from the river to Pike in the form and form kind of like a cape of water around him. And we're like, there you go, Pike. Now they'll know to recognize you. Very, very standoutish. You'll kind of make it mimic Saul's. It'll last for about an hour.
Nice.
So she's just sitting there going, "Whoa," on the-
Exactly.
The whole time Annabelle's doing this.
I'll try. Well, it animates for an hour after the cast. So I'll try and like make if I can, I'll catch a fish in it as well. A little fish swimming around.
There is a fish swimming around in it.
Very, very much in Pike style.
Okay.
It's like you're a new man, Pike. So different.
Okay. All right, so you guys get the wagons going, and you start heading out again. I think I told you guys this was day 52. So you start heading towards Waterdeep, heading north, and after an hour, this cape of water just falls to the ground, and you see this fish pike start flopping around.
Okay.
You're walking alongside the wagon, Boyd's wagon. You're about 15 feet in front of Saphira's wagon.
Annabelle's going to quickly recast it and just move the water back up.
Okay.
This
good.
time the cape is half the size as it was before.
Oh, no.
Because
Is
it's
the
been
fish-
slowly evaporating.
Is the fish in it?
Is it?
I would assume so, yeah.
Okay, good.
He's running out of real estate, though.
Okay.
He's probably getting cooked in the light, too, because it's not a lot of water there to make a cape. Basically being cooked alive.
Is slow cooking this fish.
Since it's been about an hour, can I utilize a short rest?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
You can even use the long rest. So a couple days pass.
Oh. Okay.
Pretty uneventful again. Things are pretty chill. You're probably a good 2 to 3 days out from Waterdeep. And you guys do stop at an inn. There's another inn that you guys stop at. And you actually get there. You guys traveled through the night because you were so close. And when you arrive, once again, you guys are served breakfast.
Wait a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're in Waterdeep?
No, you're in an inn just outside. Still. A couple
Oh,
days
can
away.
we see Waterdeep from where we
No,
are?
you're like 2 or 3 days away.
Oh, okay, my bad, sorry.
Yep. So you guys stop at a roadside inn just in time for breakfast. And as you guys are sitting there eating, you guys notice that gnome woman approaches your table. Now, you're all sitting together, off to the side. There's not another, the table next to you is empty and all this. And she goes over towards Annabelle and takes the blade of her dagger and starts poking through the oatmeal in front of you. And as she's doing this, she lifts her dagger out and shows you this chunky oatmeal covered, looks like a tiny bead or something, and sets it on the plate, the empty plate next to you. And she glances over her shoulder towards where the what you guys assume are cultists are sitting, where they are eating breakfast. And then she turns back to you and she says, "This is a sliver of bone. It was curled into a circle so you can swallow it in a mouthful of gruel without noticing. Once eaten, it slowly uncurls inside you, exposing needle points that pierce your guts and kill you slowly. I suspect they're in all of your breakfasts." And
Immediately starts scouring through his oatmeal for it.
Annabelle, not missing a beat, will reply with, "Don't worry, Drukan, I don't think they put it in yours." And then turn back to the lady and say, "You could have just told us that. It's usually impolite to poke through somebody else's food."
She looks down at you or over at you. You're about the same height. She says, "Let's talk this evening." And she walks away.
Are you gonna poke through our dinner as well? And then let her walk away.
Drukan's gonna rub his temple with one of his hands as he's forking through his oatmeal, trying to find the bone ball.
Annabelle's gonna use Mage Hand and put her bone ball into Drukan's oatmeal. And then casually brush it off.
I mean, I'm sure he would see you and probably.
Yeah,
wouldn't
you
let
didn't try to
do that.
stealthily do it, so
No,
No.
it's,
So Drukan's
Saphira's
looking
pretty
through
much
his?
done with her oatmeal at this point. I'm just not going to eat any of the rest of it.
Yeah. Did you say you were looking through yours, Drukan?
yeah.
Give me an investigation intelligence check.
Alrighty.
What a
Oh,
shit.
That's a 2.
Oh,
You can't tell it from a difference from the chunks.
Yeah, I mean, you see like oat husks and, what looks like might be just some sawdust. I don't know, like filler.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah, he's done
normal
with his
for-
oatmeal. He's done with his oatmeal.
Okay.
Annabelle, noticing Drukan's lack of observation skills, will say, Drukan, I told you, yours is safe. And then,
Yeah, I don't trust you.
likewise.
Boyd tells you guys, yeah, we're going to stay here for the day. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. I mean, we're just going to get some relaxation. By the way, Pike, I think there's a river nearby. If you want to go hang out down there, you can.
Yeah, so Pike, after finishing eating the fish that had been in his cloak for the last 2 days, looks at whatever this bowl of whatever crap that they just put on the table and was like, there's something supposed to be in here, and starts looking through it.
Give me an investigation check, Pike.
So I didn't roll a 1. Investigate. Oh, 9.
9. You don't think you find anything abnormal in it.
Okay. Did I hear
Looks
the
like-
conversation about somebody put something in the oatmeal or something?
Yeah, it was whispered, but you
Okay.
would have picked up on it, yeah. You would have been more alert because this was a stranger at your table. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, poking through our food, no less.
I wonder why she came to help us out. Did you befriend her at some point, Annabelle?
I think she has a crush on Uncle Fall. She'll allow.
Yeah, that makes
Uncle
sense.
Fall.
This with the fall.
That makes sense. Anyways, he'll go talk to Carlon about the deadly surprise we were warned about.
Just like
Yeah.
in the middle of this room.
No,
Oh, okay. How are
Like
you going
asshole.
to do it?
ask him when he's done with breakfast to come talk to me outside by the carts, and then explain what happened and see what his opinion of the gnome woman is.
Just to clarify, you're gonna wait until after he's done eating to let him know that his food could possibly
You,
kill.
you don't want to interrupt him, you know?
She didn't say that it was in his food either.
I mean,
Okay, he'll warn him in a whisper that the cultist tried to put something in their food and to watch out for his own. And then
Annabelle's gonna pocket these little bone balls as well. It might come in use later.
Okay. You're searching through yours to find more?
Yeah,
Okay.
presumably.
Give me an investigation check.
Sure. It's a 22.
Okay. You're able to find like 4 different clumps in your oatmeal, Annabelle.
Nice.
So after breakfast, Carlon meets you out by the wagons, Drukan.
and I'll explain the gnome woman came up and revealed this to us, and ask if he had noticed her and what he makes of this.
She's pretty observant. If she caught that in your oatmeal, isn't she?
So that's the thing, like I don't know if she was in on it or she saw the supposed cultist putting it in our food, and I don't know how. I'm super suspicious of her, so I wanted to consult with you.
I mean, I would be suspicious too, but at the same time, if she was in on it, why would she not just let all of you eat it? I mean, I ate the oatmeal and there was none of that in mine.
Okay.
Dun, dun,
So you checked your food after I told you?
I mean, I was already halfway done when you told me.
Okay.
But yes, I looked. I didn't find any.
All right. Let me know if you feel any stomach pains at all. And
Yeah. I did notice some insect eggs That was kind of gross. I did stop eating after that.
Okay, yeah. I'm kind of glad I didn't eat mine.
Well, it was pretty gross.
Yeah. After that, he's gonna thank Carlon for his opinion on it, and I guess mill around until the supposed meeting with the gnome woman and try to stay out of sight so that he isn't recognized from, say, the camp raid.
Carlon says he's going to go get some rest. He was helping one of the wagons with their exotic birds last night, and he's really tired.
Okay. He's then Jucan's gonna stay by that wagon in case he suddenly hears Carlon's guts exploding from bones growing.
I'll let you know. Don't worry.
Annabelle's going to be spreading the story and song and ballad of Jucan throughout the tavern. I think that is very much something she would do.
Give me a persuasion check, Annabelle.
Sure.
How is your skill in that? Is it good?
Quite acceptable. That's a 22
Okay.
as well, back to back.
Yeah, people enjoy your tale. In fact, as you are telling people, you get pushed on a small platform in front of the whole inn to tell your wonderful poem.
She goes wild, starts casting shape water and control flame, and just with the theatrics are at a whole nother level.
Feel free to recite your poem again.
Oh, sure. Pull it up. It's Drukan, the wicked man. Beware his smile. He is not your fan. Angel with a devil's heart. Hence his breath smells like fart. She might throw in a line or two in there about him killing a couple innocent men, but you know, that's the gist of it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, in fact, while you're doing this, you actually have people who bring you ale right afterwards. Like, yeah, tell us more stories, Bard.
Yeah, she'll indulge and she'll tell them about the time he once killed a cat and threw it off a bridge, and how he often hits young girls for no other reason than his own enjoyment. Just reciting the tales and stories thus far.
This Jucan sounds like a real piece of work, you hear from the crowd.
She kind of cups her face softly and kind of nods.
I go look for Drukan.
All right, you find him trying to eavesdrop on Carlon in case he has guts exploding.
Okay. I stand real close to him. It's almost like I can smell his breath.
It does not smell like fart. It smells more like a bit of porridge.
Would you know what your own breath smelled like, though?
Yeah, you can. Just breathe on your hand hard enough.
I question the validity of that.
Yeah, his breath would smell like porridge and whatever he ate for dinner. And he'll look at Pike like, "What are you doing?"
What would oatmeal with a bug egg smell like, do you think, Drukan?
Just heard something that Annabelle said. Just seeing
Don't
if
listen
it was
to-
true.
Yeah, don't listen to her. She hates my guts and tries to make me look bad all the time.
It's probably Saul's influence.
Yeah. She just doesn't know his restraint, though.
Well, your breath doesn't smell that bad.
I mean, he'll like hold up his hand to his mouth and start blowing on it. He goes, "Yeah, it smells kind of stale, but it doesn't smell as bad as whatever she's saying it smells like."
Guess you just can't believe everything a bard says.
I don't think she is a bard. I don't see her with an instrument. I mean, you got your trumpet. She doesn't have any instruments. You're more of a bard than her.
Really?
Yeah, you just don't know bard magic.
Yet. I think Pike
Who
needs a
needs-
multi-class soon.
Who needs magic?
Yeah, it's up to
I'm gonna
the
walk
people.
back. I leave. I'm gonna walk back in to the tavern and get on the stage and start blasting that horn.
Give me a charisma check.
Ooh, nice. That was a good roll, and I even have a negative. 14.
Yeah, I mean, you guys hear the brrrr, and it's like not as loud as you remember before, where it just pierced your ears. Like it's almost like he's playing it melodically.
Personally, I'm imagining an incredibly out of tune careless whisper. Like crudely played, but still enough.
I'm just imagining like a bad version of the trumpet from the Godfather, just suddenly playing in the background. Just Annabelle's little poem.
He doesn't have a trumpet. He has a horn, right?
Yeah,
Just like a
yeah.
single horn.
It's the theme to Waterworld.
I love it. What's Saphira doing during all this?
Writing.
Trying to make a mask.
Okay, give me a survival check.
That was Drukian's suggestion. So I'm assuming I can find a good amount of like leaves and vines and I don't know, whatever you make a mask out of, small twigs.
Yeah, the last few days you've been able to find a bunch of that.
Yeah, maybe some
Long
flowers.
grass.
Yeah, I got a 15 on my survival check. I can also use Druidcraft, to sort of
Oh,
like
yeah, there you
assist me a little bit.
Yeah, you can make are you trying to make like a masquerade mask, or what are you trying to make?
No, I'm trying to make a
Like a COVID mask that covers your mouth only? Like
no, I imagine I'm going for like full face. Yeah, so like more like a Halloween style mask,
gotcha.
right?
That
Like
just
I want my
covers your face.
entire face covered.
Mhm.
Yeah, and apparently it's going to be covered in like leaves and stuff like that, which I would assume continue to look like a bunch of leaves and stuff.
And you only made one for you, or did you make one for Pike as well?
No, I'll try and make one for him too.
So if you're using Druidcraft, roll with advantage for his mask.
Well, I got a 23 on my first roll, so I'm just going to take that.
Pike's mask looks exactly how you wanted it. It comes out even better and stronger than you would have expected.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
He's going to love this. I just know it. I'm going to kind of like wrap it up a little bit. Like it's a gift.
Okay.
And I'll wait until Pike is free, and then I'm gonna give him his mask.
Okay. Yeah, so Pike performed some music. People gave him money. They put coins in a tankard at the edge of the platform. He made like 3 copper. So,
It's pretty good.
And how long are you performing up there, Pike?
Well, I'm only going to do one song, so it's probably about an hour and a half.
That's about 3 coppers worth, yeah.
Okay.
So you finish, and you see Saphira has 2 masks on the table. One is exquisite. The other one, it's all right. It looks like it would cover her face, but it's a little small for you.
Okay. I think she said she wrapped it up.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's wrapped up as a present. He wouldn't know that.
Oh, my bad.
So Pike, I made you something.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And I take the tankard and hand her the 3 copper. You can have
Oh.
this.
Thank you. That was very nice. I hope Drukian is proud of the type of work I put into this. It was a lot of effort, but I think it's going to work out.
Yeah, he's gonna say, "Great job." Now, hopefully, the remaining cultists will stop recognizing you two.
So I look at the mask. So when do you want me to wear this?
All the time, except for when you're sleeping.
Okay.
Sphera is going to use her telepathy and tell Pike, just wear it when Drukan's around.
Annabelle's gonna whisper in Pike's ear and say, "Are you sure you're just gonna do what the little man says?" And then gonna sneak back into the shadows.
Is in this town? Is this a town or just a restaurant?
Just an inn. There might be a couple of houses, but there's not really much here.
Okay, so there's not like a.
It's like a hamlet.
Less than 100 people live here.
Yeah, it's small.
This is the best rendition for Pike's mask ever. It's real quality.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That's great.
Well, thank you. This is wonderful.
So yeah, meet up with the gnome woman.
So yeah, the rest of the day passes fine. You end up late at night. You guys don't see her yet, and inside the tavern area, a lot of people start going off to bed, and you see the gnome woman make her way downstairs, and she goes and sits at a big table in the corner. And she kind of waves for you guys to come over.
Mask on. I will follow the group.
All right. So are you all going over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Is Annabelle going over there?
Oh yeah. Does the gnome lady have food in front of her?
She does not. She just sat down. Are you going over there as well, Saphira?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone makes their way over there. Okay. She begins by introducing herself as Jamna Gleam Silver. And she tells you guys, we don't work for the same people, but we're all on the same side in this. We share a belief that the cult of the dragon must be stopped. I need to know what they're carrying in those wagons and where they're taking it. Do you guys have any idea what is in there?
We have some idea. We know they're trying to transport some of the treasures they stole from Greenest. We don't know if it's all of it, though.
Gotcha. That's exactly what I thought. Well, that's good to know. Do you know anything about the guy they picked up?
What guy?
The guy with the funny hat. Back, like 40 days ago?
Is that the guy that found the pirate hat?
Is that the guy that got killed by the trolls?
No. No, they're traveling with the Red Wizard of Thay.
Oh, I'm used to seeing them in just, a red robe and bald head, not usually wearing a hat. I didn't notice.
Well, his name is Asbara Joss. And I'm just wondering why a red wizard would be traveling with them.
What do you know about red wizards?
Well, I know they're extremely powerful.
But so like relative to what though? Like,
To you, to me, to
I mean, are
anyone
they
else
though?
with this caravan.
Do you know Do you know what I'm capable of doing? I don't know.
She looks around at all of you. She's like, what are you capable of?
I mean, I was just asking,
You're
like
talking a
relative
big
to
game.
who?
Annabelle is going to speak up, and she'll be like, listen, we have Drew Can. When it comes to killing cats and hitting little girls, he's the best there is.
He's gonna smack Annabelle on the back of the head.
And then she's just going to say, Exhibit A.
No, that's Exhibit B. Exhibit A is the cat. Get your story
Jamna
straight.
chimes in and says, you guys are absolutely terrible at keeping a low profile. You are awful. Everyone in the caravan knows about your dynamics in this group.
Coming from the little girl who put her knife in somebody else's food. Yes, you're right. We're terrible at not sticking out.
That's not all I've put my sword
Okay.
and knife into on this journey.
Listen, Drew Can's put
Drew
his
Can's
sword-
eyes immediately bulge out. Insight checks this statement because he's like, wait, did she murder the guy and that he never got framed for?
Roll insight.
Insight. That's a 12.
She is not in. What's a good way to say this?
You can't get a read on if she did it or
Yeah,
not.
there's no way to detect if the gnome is telling the truth or not, but you feel like there's more to what she's saying. Like there is some ounce of truth to what she's saying, and it might be more than what she's leading on.
He's immediately going to try and play it cool. And then just continue listening to her.
So she's just curious what you know. She asks you what is it you know about the cult of the dragon? What are they doing?
They run away a lot.
Gathering a lot of money and dragon eggs.
Interesting. Do you know where they're going?
I, as a player, forgot.
Do you know what their goal or motives are? Because that's not normal for them.
Yeah, so no clue, because I don't know that much about them other than they like dragons a lot.
I
I
never
think
really asked them because we end up killing them all the time.
Yeah, they try to kill us, so we kill them back before we get a chance to question them.
there's not a lot of talking involved. But
I mean, they've been known to to use undead dragons. They tend to worship them.
well, they're clearly trying to like breed dragons, like they're creating a dragon army or something.
Yeah, that's not normal for them.
Yeah, okay.
And
So,
traveling with
I've
a
been
red
s-
wizard is not normal for them.
Excuse me, little lady, but what part of the cult of the dragon not wanting dragons? Does that make any sense to you, silly little girl? And then she'll.
What part of undead dragons do you not understand, child?
They're not the cult of the undead dragon. They're the cult.
Do me a
of
favor,
drag-
Annabelle. Give me a performance check.
Sure.
And then Annabelle gets shanked.
That's a 18.
Okay. Okay. She kind of looks at you, Annabelle, kind of squints her eyes, and you see a grin come across her face.
Annabelle's gonna hit her with older lie. Just say,
They don't know, do they?
They don't know anything. They're
What?
good at killing.
But
What don't we know?
She says, with that, I'm going to retire for the night. It was a pleasure, and may we all make it to
Oh,
Waterdeep
no.
peacefully.
No. You sit back down. What don't we know?
Ask your friend Annabelle. I mean, your child friend, Annabelle.
That I understood she is not.
Oh,
Annabelle
well,
is
I
gonna
mean,
use
And
horror.
Jamna does walk away without any further explanation.
I didn't even get her name.
She said Jamna.
Yeah, she introduced herself.
Okay.
Jamna Gleam
Damn,
Silver.
silver something.
Gleam Silver, yeah. And with that, with her walking upstairs, we will end the stream right there. This was Master the Game. I am Juice. If you want to check out all of our stuff, you can check down in the About description area below. If you're watching the replay over on YouTube, give us a like and subscribe. And we will see you guys next time. We now stream our games live over on Twitch. So if you are watching the replay, head on over to Twitch. Give us a follow. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe. All that good stuff. But we just thank you guys for watching and your support. Game on.